Hi friends, AMD Vegan. I make a new vegetable noodle salad, veggie noodles, zoodles, or today cucumber zucchini noodles. So with two vegetables, a noodle dish. That's the more advanced style. Usually I begin with zucchini noodle. They are the perfect noodles for zucchini, for vegetable noodles, because they have this wonderful texture, like a dough almost, like a sponge a little bit. It soaks up the sauce, and that's for every noodle the best. And here is a cucumber. It's also nice to make noodles. Of course, a different texture. Yeah, it's runnier, you all know. And with these kind of cucumbers here, Spanish, French, Japanese, however you call it, this has a thin peel, so it doesn't need to be peeled. But if you have a thick peel with your cucumber, then you can peel it maybe partly or whole, whatever you like. So either way, I like the greens. I like the green flavor. It's a little bit bitter, yeah. And so I leave it on, and it's a thin peel. So in this case, when I have another cucumber, I would also peel it a little bit, maybe half or so, every other stripe. So then I begin right away. I show you the rest of the ingredients. I have green herbs today, 3 different green herbs, and a nice sour cashew dressing. It's my new dressing, the latest one. I'll show you in a moment. First, the most important thing is, of course, the spiralizer. That's the tool I need to make cucumber and noodles or zucchini noodles. And if you don't have that, you can also take a chef's knife and slice the cucumbers, the zucchinis, and then cut the slices into thin stripes. Then you have kind of noodles. You can do that too. And if you're a noodle freak, you want round noodles, so this is the tool to get. There are different kinds of spiralizers, all kinds of spiralizers. The idea is always the same. You have a blade here. This is a wonderful patent. And you have to push the cucumber or the zucchini through this blade, and then you spiralize it. Yeah. And here this kind of patent makes it with 2 blades, makes it noodle kind. Yeah. You have different kinds of blades here. You can make broad noodles, or you make thicker noodles, thinner noodles. I have here the thinner kind of noodles with this. I like that best. It's totally up to you what kind of noodles you want to do. So what I have to do now to make these noodles to work with the spiralizer, I need to take my cutting board away. But first, to use the noodles, the vegetables in the spiralizer, I have to cut them top and bottom, because they have to fit into the spiralizer. And both sides have to be parallel. So I cut them in parallel. These sides have to be almost parallel, so they fit in and it works. So these, I can use that in another salad or a dressing or a snack on it. Tastes okay. And the other thing here, the long cucumber, I would rather do that in 2 parts. That is easier for the spiralizer. So then I will show you why it's easier by doing it. So I have 3 parts, and then I take the cutting board away, because the spiralizer, this kind of spiralizer, has these gummy feet, yeah, and they can stick on the ground, but not on the wooden ground, on a stone here. You can stick on it like this. And now I can use the wagon, and this won't move. That's important. Otherwise, it's not so easy. So I have just my noodle bowl, my salad bowl, put it right here, and spiralize away. I begin with the zucchini noodles, put it in. Oops. One more time. Hope that works now. And now I fix the zucchini in the spiralizer and spiralize away. Let's see how it works. Looks great so far. Always depends on the zucchini. When you have a soft zucchini that's a little bit older, it dries out a little bit, gets softer, and lose its crunch, then it can happen that you have a problem with making zucchini noodles. But with a fresh zucchini, it's always easy. And in this case I was lucky, zucchini was fresh enough. Now I show you my noodles. It's very simple. And you see how easy it is to make veggie noodles. And that's why I love raw food so much, because it is just the easier way to cook. Here, see, beautiful noodles. I will work on that a little bit later. Now I make my cucumber noodles. Get the spiralizer ready again. Second turn. Now, first part of the cucumber. Let's see if that works. Looks good so far? Yeah, looks good. Seems to work. Noodles coming through on the first part of the cucumber. Looks very beautiful. You will see in a moment the difference between the two kinds of noodles, cucumber and zucchini, the wet one and the drier one. And now, yeah, that's nice. Second part, same soup basically. Let's see. Aha, there we have a problem. It's too soft already. Same with the cucumber. If they are too soft, same with the zucchini. When the cucumbers are too soft, they also don't want to spiralize. Let's see. Now I have to fix it a little bit. Here, let's see. Oops. I quickly have to fix a little bit here the problem to cleanse it. I hope that works now. Let's try again. There we go. It's easy. Sometimes you have to fix a little bit, just cleanse it, cleanse the spiralizer, the blades, and then we go again. Not a biggie. Yeah, these spiralizers are all pretty good. They all work pretty well, I guess. You find a lot of different spiralizers online. They're not very expensive. Now I show you my noodles and what I do with them. Here I have a big bowl of noodles, and both have almost no calories. Here you see the ones with the cucumbers, they are like a little bit wet, you see, wetter. And the others, the zucchini, they are drier. It's a difference. These are perfect noodles for veggie noodles. These are also nice, but they are runnier. They lose more water. And that can be a little bit of a problem when you make noodles, but we make it work. So what I do now, I put my noodles on a cutting board to cut them into smaller pieces. That's the main thing I want to show you. Second step. 1, 2, 3, that's all. And crosswise. So now I have the perfect size. It's bite-size noodles, not too long. And they are so long, children might like it better, but I prefer the easy version when they have this size. And that's all I need to do. Show here, these are shorter now. That's what I like. Then I can eat them easily. It's a huge amount of noodles, you see. And they are so wonderful, these veggie noodles. They have a low calories and a large volume, and they can be a wonderful filling meal. They're super healthy. Cucumbers and zucchinis both are really super healthy and a wonderful meal. So what I do now, before I pour the dressing, I show you the herbs. This is the classical cucumber herb. It's dill. Yeah, I have a bunch of dill. Cut it into smaller pieces. Just pour it over my noodles. The second herb is parsley. Here, this is the red color. That means it's peppery. In this case, peppery green flavor, a little bit sour. Peppery sour green. I always say it's parsley. It's a very strong herb. Parsley, dill calms the stomach. It's wonderful for cucumbers. And parsley is more cleansing. It's a very powerful cleanser. Heavy metal takes out of the body. And here, this is the spring herb, the first herb that grows in the spring in the outside. It's bear's garlic or wild garlic, just a half a bunch. Tastes a little like garlic, but in a mild version. Also a wonderful cleansing green herb, but more than like the spring cleanse. Not just heavy metals like the parsley. Overall cleanse. When you come from the winter into the spring, the body, usually when you are in winter, you're less active. The body is full of toxins from the winter. You don't move so much naturally. And in our modern society that might change. Maybe some people are as active in winter time as in summer, but usually that's the cause of nature. If you come from winter, you have rested more, stayed inside, come outside in the summer, in the spring, and the body has to get moving again. And these are the things you eat in the springtime, naturally. Bear's garlic or wild garlic and carrots and beets and from the earth, and then you cleanse through and then you start. That's these wonderful herbs today, and they have all different flavors, different benefits, and they are wonderful together in a noodle dish. Let's see, I will first toss them a little bit, because when you toss them first with the noodles, everything is evenly combined, and then I put the dressing on top, and I toss again, because these herbs, they might be a little bit difficult to toss evenly if I put the dressing first. Now, when everything is evenly spread, then I put the dressing. That is, I guess, the easiest way. That's just a practical thing. So, but it's so easy now when the noodles are still. Noodles are still dry without the dressing. This tossing is easier than the herbs. I never made this dish before. I'm so looking forward to it. Here, see, it's all spread evenly, and these herbs have a wonderful flavor. The greens makes it a little bit bitter. Naturally, the greens are usually a little bitter, and that's a cleansing, our healthiest food we have. Greens, dark leafy greens. Cucumbers and zucchini have this dark also, but super healthy. And then the green herbs in general are the second healthiest food. But this is a really powerful healthy food, and it's yummy, super delicious if you like veggie noodles. And now the dressing, you can make it for yourself. It's very simple. You blend cashews, apple cider vinegar, pepper, salt, and a little bit garlic and water. Any kind of variation you like. How to make this one, you can watch a video linked under this video. I always make a little bit ahead of time. Then it's easier to make a quick and easy new dish like this one anytime. Here in minutes I can make this dish, and this is the dressing I show you. You see, it's creamy, it's beautiful. The greens, the bitter greens, they harmonize wonderfully with this sour cashew dressing. It's a perfect harmony, and that's why I'm looking forward to it. I use a lot of dressing now. Almost everything is used, but I won't use too much. The rest goes back into the refrigerator. Oops, refrigerator, I said. And because when there's too much dressing, it could be all a soup, and I don't want to have that. I want to have it just a little bit lighter. So I could show you what it looks like. I think it's a good amount of dressing, because these cucumbers and these zucchinis, they also like a little bit more dressing, though they will release some water anyway when they sit for a moment. But that doesn't really matter. The flavors are really strong and nice. It's a wonderful dish. Toss a little bit better, because here are some nests of herbs. I want to have it evenly. That's nicer. It's always important. The last step here before I serve it to myself and before I show you. Now that's done, I would say. I show you. Yeah, new noodle dish. So much fun and so easy. How do you like it? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like, subscribe, MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day, and find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.